Hello there, welcome back. I am Steve Rivers, drumming and percussion enthusiast, and welcome to my channel Unbeatable Energy. So, in a previous video, I taught how to do a samba style rhythm on something that is not a drum and is not a percussion instrument. It's neither of those two. It is normally something that you would eat, and I called it my sweet beat rhythm, okay? So here are my sweet beats. I taught this rhythm on a little box of mints here. So consider this video the sweet beats part 2 rhythm, where I'm going to show you another technique that we can use on these little box of mints. If you didn't see the one before, I will put a link on this video to see the first one. But if you want to stay on this one, this is what we're going to look at today. So the end result for this is a rhythm that sounds a little bit like this. Okay, so there you have it. So that rhythm there, I think probably I need to tell you a little bit about the background to this technique that I'm applying. So, in the sounds of the Rio Carnival, there are these little drums called tambourim. They're not tambourines, they are tambourim. They may be a sort of same shape as a tambourine, but they are slightly smaller, they don't have the jingles around there, and you hit it with a stick. Sometimes a single stick, or something they call a three-pronged beater, where you have these almost like three little sticks which are sort of fastened together. And it gives you this very, very kind of high-pitched sort of sound. They sound absolutely amazing, but one of the main things that you often hear with the tambourines is this little technique, which is the same one which I'm applying with my little box of mints here, and it's called Verado, which I believe is Brazilian Portuguese for the twist. So this technique I'm doing to give me this like there, it's got this little bit of technique, which is what we're going to look at first of all. So let's break it down, what's going on with this rhythm. So basically, really important is that we start to sort of think about sort of vocalizing this, because vocalizing with anything is our way of getting the feeling of it. So we've got this I've got to breathe there. So basically, let's start to isolate what's going on. First movement, we have 3 beats which I'm tapping on the side, like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thing is, whenever I do this, it doesn't feel where this is going to take me to the other one, but believe me, it is 3 beats here. Okay, so I could just kind of play that for a few minutes, but you probably get bored, so I'm going to move on. It is 3 beats here, but now we're going to look at the bit which is the important bit. Now this is the twist. So very subtly, I'm going to get this a little bit closer as well. So I've been going tap, 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 but very subtly I'm going to be turning the box of mints, and then I am flipping up with the back of my fingers. Okay? So we basically, here's what we've got this bit, and then we're turning it, and we've got this sound we're getting from the upward stroke of the fingers, which are flipping up like this, okay? So we went really slowly. Okay, so as you probably heard me, I was starting to get a little bit of momentum. You have to kind of start those two kind of techniques at a very, very steady and very even pace. So it is simply cha, 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 twist, flip up, cha, 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 flip, cha, 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 flip, cha, 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 flip. Once you got used to that, we've got to sort of find this little kind of swing which comes in there. Now, you may actually find that as you kind of pick up speed, you might find this sort of happens almost automatically anyway. But it's not going to be, once with the end result, is not going to be like, the beats are not all going to be exactly the same and straight. There is a little bit of pinch here and there and a little bit of stretch. So the stretch is more on the 3 taps, like that. And that bit there, that's where we sort of get this slight pinch. So rather than it being, where they're all the same, the pinch is going to happen somewhere out around here. Let me do that again. Yeah, so actually what we're really sort of finding, the pinch is actually maybe on the 2nd and the 3rd of the taps on here. And we've got this little one, the flip thing coming in just afterwards. So it becomes like that. Okay, so there you have it. Now, to be honest, this isn't a quick fix kind of technique. It is one where you probably do need to have a look at some of the other. There are lots of absolute experts, way more experts than me, who sort of show this technique on the tambourim. But if you haven't got a tambourim, you could try the box of Tic Tacs here, okay? So, but they will also sort of, like, the more you hear it, the more you see it, you will start to sort of get this sense of like this technique and the way you gotta get it, the sort of like the swing of the rhythm coming together. So we got 1, 2, 3, flip, 1. Okay, so that end result is where you'll find, if you really persevere with this, your movements will start to get more refined. As I say, have fun with that one, but it is, it is quite a bit more a sort of a demanding thing to persevere with. If you struggle with this, I mean, you could park it for a while and have a go at the slightly easier Sweet Beats version I've done in the previous video. But if you've made it this far and you're game for trying this out, let me know how you get on with the process of this journey. And if you've enjoyed this video, make my day. Please share this with other people and subscribe to my channel. And you may be interested to know that I actually have a full playlist which I call Will It Drum, where I have several videos where I'm making rhythms out of things which are not drums and percussion. So have a look at that, and I will see you next time.